Today I'm sharing the classy girl's guide to summer shoes. Think timeless, classic, feminine styles that are both polished and practical. These are all pairs that instantly elevate your outfit without sacrificing comfort, and they're staples that I reach for every single summer. If your style leans classic and chic, this is the shoe capsule that will serve you well for seasons to come. In today's video, I will be highlighting the summer shoes that I think every girl needs, pairs that will last year after year at all different price points. So no matter your budget, you're gonna find something you love in today's video. Most of these are straight from my personal collection, but I'll also be rounding up some other options as well. And I will have everything linked below in the description box along with sizing recommendations so you get the perfect pair for your summer wardrobe. First up, this is by far the biggest category, but it's also the category that I reach for the most often throughout summer, and that is a good pair of classic sandals. Personally, I would recommend to stick to sandals that are very simple and streamlined so you can wear them with multiple outfits throughout the summer season, and I would avoid anything too thick and chunky or trendy. And because this is the classy girl's guide to summer shoes, we also have to talk about some maintenance here. If you are going to be wearing open-toed shoes, you don't have to get weekly pedicures, but just making sure that everything is shaped and cleaned and moisturized, most importantly. This maintenance will go a long way to looking more put together and also feeling more put together as well. And a little tip here, if you do suffer with very dry heels, it can be a very chronic condition if you don't stay on top of your moisturizing routine. I would start applying a little bit of Aquaphor on your heels and any sort of dry areas before bedtime, and before you know it, they will be looking so much better. You can also speed up the process if you order these heel socks from Amazon. I have had these and recommended them for years. The best way to use them is if you can do it after a shower when your skin is softened from the heat from the shower. Apply a thicker moisturizer and then put these socks on. You can sleep in them overnight. I am personally claustrophobic and could not sleep in socks to save my life, but I just wear them for a few hours before bedtime and they still have a really amazing effect. So I will of course link those below too. There are a few sandals that I specifically wanted to highlight in today's video, but I'll also include some photos of some options that I also own, and we'll put more details in the description box just to save time. Number one recommendation for a summer sandal that will work year after year is very simple and goes with everything. Not to mention is my personal sandal that I reach for the most often throughout the year. You can find this sandal from so many different brands, from high-end designer to Walmart. So let's walk you through a couple of the options that I personally own so you can find the best option for your budget. If you don't already own this sandal, I would personally recommend to stick with something neutral. Think black, brown, or white, depending on what makes the most sense for your personal style. I have had the Hermes Oran sandals for a couple of seasons. I opted to buy them in white because personally that is what I felt like made the most sense for my lighter pastel wardrobe. I actually originally bought them in the cognac and kind of regretted it. I was in the store with my husband and best friend and they both were like, get the brown, I think it's more versatile. I ended up doing that and regretting it and going back to get the white because that's what my heart was truly set on, and I truly wear them so much. And for a white sandal, they have remained in really excellent condition. Now, a couple of things about this shoe if you are wanting to splurge on them. They do run pretty small and narrow, so if you have a wider foot, I would definitely recommend to size up. I bought these in a 9 and I feel like they fit more like an 8.5. Another really great option, this one still is really good quality, but definitely more budget friendly, is the Steve Madden version. I own it in the cognac color, which is equally worn just as much as the Hermes Oran sandals. I actually find these to be a little bit more comfortable. They just have a little more padding to them, but they're not as streamlined and slimming on the foot. And then for an even more budget friendly option, I recently got this pair from Walmart and I decided to go with a more fun pop of color. I was torn between the pink and the blue. I'm still kind of deciding. Let me know which color you think I should keep. And these come in a variety of colors, from fun pops of color to more neutrals. One thing that stands out about these shoes is they do have a black around the sole, which is noticeable when you do wear them, in comparison to the full price Steve Madden version. I also wanted to talk about Tory Burch sandals. If you're wanting to invest a little bit more without going full high-end designer like the Hermes Oran sandals, for example, I own 3 different styles of Tory Burch sandals. I've had them for years and I still think they are a true classic. I don't think they're out of style. They're just very streamlined on the foot and go with everything. I have a detailed review on both the Miller sandals and the Miller Cloud sandals, and I do prefer the Miller look on the foot. It's just a lot thinner, less bulky, but if you do need more cushioning and support and arch support, then definitely go with the Cloud. It has the exact same look and feel as the Millers, but does provide more arch support, a little more cushioning, and has a wider fit. As long as you pick the right summer sandal, this is going to be a workhorse in your summer wardrobe because they pretty much work with everything that's in line with a more casual style. The only time I wouldn't recommend to reach for your sandals is for more event dressing or something a little bit dressier, even like weddings or workwear, or even if you're wearing jeans. That's not the time to reach for your sandals. They are the perfect shoe to wear for all of your more casual summer outfits. Next up is a shoe that I would recommend for any girl's wardrobe year-round, and that is a polished white sneaker. If you have been a subscriber here for a couple of years, you already know my personal favorite. I cannot stop recommending these shoes. A few highlights and reasons that I and you guys love them is the comfort. I have worn these. I actually recently walked a half marathon in them in New York pregnant and had no feet issues. I've worn them in London. They're my go-to travel shoe because they have such great cushioning to them. They don't dig into my heel or cause any blisters. Another reason I love these is the overall shape of them. There's no logos. They're clean, simple. They have a very low profile on the ankle, so they do look really great with dresses. I actually wear them with dresses probably the most often. They don't add any chunk around the ankle. If you find that you're having an issue with the shoes that you're picking with your outfit, makes your legs feel a little bit stumpier, it is most likely the shoe that you are choosing. And if it's not sitting on the ankle correctly or adding too much weight to the proportions of your outfit. And a little classy girl tip, you definitely want to make sure that you're maintaining your shoes and keeping them looking their best. So if they start looking a little dingy or if they have a lot of scuffs on them, the easiest way to keep these white and clean is using a simple magic eraser. I just wet it and easily rub off any scuffs to keep them looking their best. I haven't personally tried them, but another really great, more affordable option is the version from Quince. They look nearly identical. I did feel them in person. They felt a little bit stiffer than the Frye. Maybe I can one day get my hands on them and do an official review for you, but just wanted to call that out as a more affordable option. My next recommendation is something that you can dress up a little bit more. So my two recommendations would be a nice classic espadrille wedge or a slingback heel. This is going to be the shoe that you reach for dressier occasions, workwear, if you're invited to any events or weddings, garden parties. I mean, I wish I was invited to a garden party, but I don't think that's ever happened in my life, but apparently people do get invited to those, so maybe one day. For this one, I do have a really affordable recommendation if you're looking for a classic espadrille wedge that isn't too tall, doesn't have too much weight to them. This one from Walmart has been one of the best sellers from the year. They are very comfortable and they very much remind me of a version from YSL that I have seen. For a slingback option, my personal favorite is the Sam Edelman slingback. Sam Edelman is one of my personal favorite shoe brands. I find the quality and comfortability for the price point definitely exceeds other brands in a similar price range. What's great about this option or a slingback option in general is oftentimes they are closed-toed, which can be more appropriate depending on what you're wearing it to. Definitely leans a little bit dressier, and if you are skipping your pedicure for the week, you can always go with the closed-toed option. And for something a little more elevated, you cannot go wrong with a blocked-heeled sandal. So this would be the shoe that you reach for dressier occasions. Think weddings, a really nice date night out, or even a fun girls' night out if the girls are getting dressed up and making an occasion of it. You can find these in so many different heel heights depending on your preference. I personally don't really reach for stiletto heels. I'm out of that phase of life, I guess. Maybe, back in the day, I don't know why I've just immediately pictured all of my crazy platform wet seal heels that were like in Tiffany blue, but I don't even want to count how many years ago. But for now, I definitely prefer something with a little bit more of a blocked heel. They're just easier to walk in. You don't have to worry about them going into the grass if you are wearing them to a wedding and it happens to be an outdoor venue. I cannot believe I actually forgot one shoe category, and that is a comfortable flat. These are currently 40% off. So comfortable. I have walked in New York in them and London in them. These are definitely a splurge. These are not the most comfortable, but these I actually find very comfortable. I don't know if it's probably just because it's suede. I'm not sure, but it is really good to have a closed toe comfy flat option. You can wear this for workwear. You can wear it with dresses. Can be a little bit dressier if you need it to, or a more professional environment. For something more casual, you could go for a slide-on shoe like this one. I don't think this exact one is available, but I'll try to find some similar options. And then the other route you could go is more of a loafer. These also work really great for travel. These are extremely comfortable, very well made, come in a lot of color options. This one is more of a splurge from Gucci. But depending on how your style is, you could go with more of a dressy loafer or a classy little flat. And that wraps up my Classy Girls Guide to Summer Shoes. These are the staples that truly pull my entire outfits together. Not only keep my feet comfortable in the summer, but also stylish as well. And I hope it provided some inspo for your summer wardrobe as well. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe for more classic feminine fashion here on my channel. I would love to know, what is your most reach for shoe during the summer season? Are you more of a sandal girl? Do you prefer Birkenstocks? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Sunday with a very exciting video. We are starting all things Nordstrom Anniversary Sale, so I will see you then. Bye.